So I think this is probably actually maybe an optimistic feeling for Cowboys fans, even though the game didn't exactly go as maybe you had hoped. Obviously, you love to win. They had a chance to beat the reigning champs, weren't quite able to do it. So that's got to be a bit disappointing. But they played great. And if they didn't have those kicking issues, they win. Granted, you could easily, the Tampa Bay side of things, obviously that's me a little bit, would argue, well, if Tampa Bay didn't have 3 fumbles, then, or 2 fumbles and an interception. The other interception was Hail Mary. That doesn't count. But, those 3 kind of fluky turnovers, maybe the game isn't so close the other way, but that's also kind of football, and you got to take advantage of your team's mistakes, which Dallas did. I think the real reason for optimism, though, is, Dak just looked awesome. Like, let's just be honest. Dak was great, and the receivers looked great. So this video is not just about Dak. It's also about how good the receivers were, just the Cowboys' offense as a whole. Some people were criticizing Dallas for not running the ball enough. Stop that. They're doing incredible. They were getting a lot of yards and a lot of points against a good defense. Like, no, don't run the ball more, pass the ball more. That's what worked, especially with, like Vita Vea and Sue up the middle, not to mention, the great linebacking tandem of Devin White and Levante David, the great run defensing edge tandem of JPP and Shaq Barrett. Even Joe Tryon's good. Like, no, throw the ball. They did the right thing there for sure. So let's talk about how awesome Dak Prescott was and the offense was despite an eventual loss for Dallas. So we'll start off with this play. What's going to happen is that it's going to be a man coverage play, and you have a receiver who's going to be running over the middle right here. So again, man coverage, this is something you're going to see Dallas try to take advantage of a lot, is plays like this where they have such a plethora of receivers. They're going to try to say, hey, who do you want to cover? CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper? Okay, great. We'll throw it to Michael Gallup. Whatever, they feel good about. And this is actually, Tampa Bay is probably their best short yardage corner in Carlton Davis. He can get beat with speed, but when it comes to this stuff, he's usually pretty good, but Gallup is going to be better on this play. Look, as you see right when this play starts, so, Prescott makes the throw, and Gallup is definitely open, so if you are a Dak Prescott hater, you would probably say, he's throwing at the open guys. But listen, it's not so easy to always hit the open guys, especially not putting it in exactly the right point. And I thought Prescott did a great job of, even if guys did get open, hitting them quickly and exactly where he had to hit them. Look, makes the throw, very good throw. Was it the highest degree of difficulty throw? No, but it was pretty tough. And, Davis did nearly get back into that play. So I think Prescott, even though it looks kind of easy, if he didn't make that throw as well as he did, it's probably not complete. So it's actually maybe sneakily a higher degree of difficulty play than you might realize. There was also this play, which was fun. I wanted to break this down. So it's going to be man coverage. What's going to happen is that it's a cover 1 blitz, and you're basically going to fake as though it's going to be just a wide receiver screen. In fact, Dallas is doing that on both sides of the field on this play, and they're even help selling it by having a tight end out wide to make as though he's going to, fake as though he's going to blitz. Then they will instead both run deep, and you have the tight end kind of run over the middle. CeeDee Lamb is the guy that really Prescott is going to want to hit here. And look, very similar to last play, this one is going to get open. This one much more open. The corner, Sean Murphy-Bunting, moved in, and then you can have Lamb just run further deep. Lamb is clearly open right here. So again, I would say that this would be a bad play if Prescott misses this throw. He has to make this throw. But it's less about him making the throw and more about the ball placement. Look, he hits Lamb in stride, maybe a bit behind him. I think that's fair to say. It was a bit behind him, but still, it was able to be complete, and it wasn't, too far to where he had to fall down, and it wasn't too short to where he had to fall down. So I would say that's, again, not the highest degree of difficulty play, but still a good throw. And there also certainly were some higher degree of difficulty type plays. Like on this one, it's a cover 3 zone, and you have CeeDee Lamb running over the middle against zone coverage, and it's going to be a play action. So hopefully the play action can move some of the linebackers and also Antoine Winfield, who's the strong safety on this play, further in, and then you can throw over the top. Like, watch, right when this play starts, so they draw on the screen for a second, and at this point, so the play action worked, right? Winfield did, in fact, move in. You now can throw over the top. Prescott wants to make this throw as quickly as possible. You don't want to wait too long. The free safety, Mike Edwards on this play, is reading it and trying to get into the play, so you want to make it now. But Winfield, who is moved in a little bit, but he still could potentially get into the play. This is one that looks easy on the broadcast footage, but that didn't really do it justice because this angle actually really makes you realize how difficult threading the needle on a play like this actually is. Watch him get it just over Winfield, but low enough that Lamb doesn't have to leap up and make the catch and potentially leave himself open to get hit. Instead, it was just a beautiful throw so Lamb could catch it and run and pick up even more yards. That is just pinpoint accuracy on that play. That was a true mailbox type throw. He put that exactly where he wanted. Now, I do have to be honest, and I know that this is going to be a bit disappointing. People don't want to hear about this. He missed some throws. He did. That just happened. It was a few times, and it looked weird a couple times. He missed some throws. He underthrew a couple. And he had something that he just straight up missed, quite frankly. So on this one, it's cover one play with a single safety deep. So that is the coverage on this play. It's CeeDee Lamb against Carlton Davis. So again, Tampa Bay's, probably their best corner to cover this route, but CeeDee Lamb is good himself, so I understand the logic on this one, and watch what's going to happen. So look, as you see, it's going about as expected. It's a receiver getting some separation, but not a ton of separation on a guy who's, similarly as good as he is at their respective positions. There is a way for Prescott to make this catch. Prescott to make this throw. There is. It would have been tough. It would have had to be similar to that last play, a pinpoint accurate throw, but that is not going to be what happens here. Look, it's just way far behind, and Collinsworth speculated maybe that was just a miscommunication, but it doesn't appear to be the case because I don't know what route that would be if that was a miscommunication. I truly believe that was just a missed throw, and honestly probably should have been intercepted. And there were a few of those. Not a ton. Didn't negate the bad for me, but there were some, and we should talk about both the good and the bad, in my opinion. I also want to mention this interception here in the third quarter was not Prescott's fault at all. It was actually a great throw, just dropped by CeeDee Lamb. Unfortunate break there for Prescott. This was not his fault whatsoever, so, even though it was kind of a momentum shift at the time for Tampa Bay, it was really just a drop, not Prescott's fault. And then there was stuff like this, where what's going to happen here, it's a 3rd down and 4, and basically this is, it's what logically makes sense. Tampa Bay playing man coverage, you have 3 good receivers, well, then throw it to who their worst corner is, because, if they have Ross Cockrell covering Amari Cooper, this is a shot you should take, and it's a crucial play. 3rd down and 4, you want to get the touchdown right here. You don't want to, be down 6 at this point. You'd much rather just be down a couple. And look, right when this play starts, so as you expect, this is going to get open. Prescott hangs in the pocket, though. There was some pressure. He was able to hang in. And at this point, again, this is actually not that dissimilar from the play I showed you earlier, where he probably should have thrown an interception to Davis, although it is definitely more open. However, again, this is going to be just a perfect throw. I mean, look, that's just exactly where Prescott wants it, and he is able to get the touchdown on a play. So, again, a lot of these plays, really good receiving play, but also Prescott making good throws on top of that. This play we thought could have been the actual game winner. So this one was a 3rd down and 11 with 2 minutes left. So at this point, I mean, if Dallas doesn't get the first down here, they can go for it on 4th. And if they don't get that, there still is a chance, they have all 3 timeouts, but it's looking rough. And 1 first down and it's over. And I mean, Tom Brady, he'll probably get that first down. You really need to score here. The way this play works is both safeties are deep, and it's going to be man coverage. So what's actually interesting is that there's kind of a pick play a little bit further down the field that will be off screen, and CeeDee Lamb is going to just sort of run underneath the first down marker. I think that basically Dallas is saying, hey, hopefully he can break a tackle and we'll pick up the first, and if he doesn't do that, it's at least now like a 4th down and 3 instead of a 4th and 11. And watch how right when this play starts, so Prescott, he's going to make this throw, and it's a good throw. It's not, again, crazy by Prescott. I almost feel like I'm talking down what he was able to do because of how well these receivers did. But finding the open guy and hitting him is absolutely a skill, and hitting him in the right spot so he can run after the catch, also a skill. Jamel Dean is going up against him, and, it's not going to go too well. He misses that tackle, and that really could have been the game winner if, they were just able to get another first down and completely run out the clock. Of course, that didn't happen, but still, if we're just evaluating Dak's game, not really his fault. He did a great job throughout this game, and especially, even down the stretch in the final 2 minutes to give himself and his team the lead in the final 2 minutes. So yeah, that's my thought is, listen, Prescott, he was awesome. He was really close to being a huge reason why they upset Tampa Bay. Defense, they got some big plays, and that's what they need to do if Dallas is going to make the playoffs this season, is get those splash plays. I think you might not be able to, consistently stop teams. Again, it's a little bit tough to tell because Tampa Bay is very good, but you get a couple turnovers, and you're going to win most games probably. So this one was just kind of the exception because you're going up against a very good team in their own right. So as a whole, I would say this is definitely reason for optimism. You can sit here and say they're all offensive, the Dallas Cowboys, all they are is an offensive team. Well, hey, offense wins championships in today's NFL. So and it certainly can get you to the playoffs. So that's what I think. What do you guys think? What was your thought on, the Cowboys and Dak Prescott's performance? Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.